Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K, and this is the second half of April of 2021 spiritual guidance reading. I'm going to be doing a reading regarding career and finances. That has been what my video requests have been all about. My personal readings have been all about career and finance and money. So let's take a closer look, Cancer, shall we? I'm going to be starting out with the Sacred Traveler deck by Denise Lynn, and I'm going to lay a circle spread. I will then clarify these messages by bringing in the Archangel Gabriel deck by Doreen Virtue. And last but not least, I will bring in one of my many tarot decks to clarify any astrological signs and or elements by which this Cancer will be connecting with during the second half of April of 2021. So here we go. In the center of the circle spread, we have the wandering path. Okay, so we have a Cancer being represented by the fox. I feel like wanting to kind of sneak away from a situation and head into some odd direction and start over. We got the map and the compass there, and we have maybe some who have recognized that there was someone who was kind of like the fox energy of sly, cunning, or manipulative energy. Therefore, they're looking at a new path and a new direction. Maybe that's what the first half of April for this Cancer was all about. But now we have a Cancer who by mid-April is starting to enjoy this journey. They're starting to recognize a new direction, and in their thoughts, wow, check it out. They are wanting to travel lightly, right? Spirit's saying simplify your life, right? It is indeed time for a new journey, a new direction, not to really pack up and move, but to kind of move around and see what's available. Now, in the relationship sector of the circle spread, all the way into and through, I'm just going to say during the second half of April of 2021, we have clear the air. So I'm feeling like there was an old difficult storm here in relation to another or others having to do with someone's job. This could be a personal connection too. It's in the relationship sector. But most importantly, with the clear the air card, this is time to really get beyond the storms of the past. Get beyond who maybe shouldn't have been trusted or someone you can't trust, and to really start to travel into new directions and see what's available if you haven't been lately. Okay, this could be a new job. This could be a new creative idea. This could be I'm going to start a small business. I'm going to market a product. I'm going to do something that fulfills my time that I enjoy. Okay, so in the creative aspects position, we have the cleansing waters card. Now this is interesting. This card is looking completely different to me in this particular reading. The card says purification activates a vibrant life force. So if you've been thinking about cleansing energies, cleansing stones, talking about stones, teaching, cleansing your own soul, helping other people to cleanse and release negativity, this year has been a big year for businesses regarding things of the spiritual, healing, Reiki, and so on, that could definitely grow and transpire for a good 10 or 20 years to come. If you're looking for a new direction and you're not quite sure where it's headed, Spirit is saying it's time to cleanse, to detoxify, right? Have a salt bath, start exercising, make a plan for the future, and free yourself from the storm. The storm has ended, and now you're just kind of seeing the distant lightning of what was. And that's good. It's moving on. It's dissipating. It's no longer ever going to cross this path again. Wow. So in the actions position of the circle spread, we have faraway places. So Spirit's saying take action, like we pretty much saw here, in the second half of April of 2021 to prepare yourself for new horizons. You don't need to like pack up and move just yet, but it's fun to kind of plan where it is you'd like to go. And this planning of new horizons, I think, is what Spirit's talking about as well, is that it's going to purify and free you from whatever this storm was in relation to another or others. Now, in the relationship sector of the circle spread, by the end of April of 2021. Oh my gosh, we had Taurus had this as well. So Cancer, you're gonna feel a spiritual transformation. I mean, this whole card is about rebirth. It's the card says a fresh new way of living is emerging. And this is a Cancer who's like, yeah, I know. I'm looking at this new path. I want to try out that new direction. I'm seeing that things are going away. I'm cleansing myself from the negativity, and I'm ready for new horizons. In fact, I'm realizing that I can now give birth to this new, fresh way of living, a whole new me. And that's what the number 5 year going into the number 6 year is all about. 2021, a number 5 year, is about freedom from that which doesn't serve us, that's not good for us, and so on, into the path of number 6, 2022, which is all about balance. Okay, so we need to be free of the storms in order to transform and step into a path of greater balance. So in the subconscious position, yeah, we may have some Cancers that are thinking about a bridge, crossing a bridge. That quote might come up in the second half of April, or you could actually find yourself driving across a bridge, is what I'm feeling. And it's time for healing. It's time for connecting. It's time for mending. It's time to release oneself from the storms of the past, to wander into a new direction, knowing that this process of transferring, of closing one path and moving into the direction of new horizons is the part of this healing and rebirth process. And it's happening for a lot of the collective. So day to day, we've got the infinite abundance card. Boy, we had a couple, maybe it was just one other sign that had it in the relationship sector. This is day to day. We have, pardon me, a Cancer here who's enjoying the planning of some form of abundance. And again, this planning of abundance is purifying the energy in this Cancer's journey, in their path, in their energy. So get excited is what Spirit's saying, because slowly but surely, day to day, this Cancer is realizing that abundance, and that's not just money, it's family, it's friends, it's peace, joy, and happiness, is coming into your life and is purifying it. Thank goodness the storm is gone. All right, so in the inner strengths position, okay, Spirit's just saying we're going to help to pour this rejuvenating rain down upon you so that you can clear the past and heal the present. There's definitely a lot here about freeing yourself from the storm, crossing a bridge, and transforming into a new way of living, right? This is what we're here to do, is to learn and rise above. And once we learn, beautiful new doorways open up. If we don't learn, we go back and we continue to repeat these behaviors and cycles for maybe another 10 years. So Spirit saying it's time for this Cancer to know that we're giving them courage to take action with passion by mid-April or during the second half of April of 2021. Like the collective, Spirit's saying go slow and take your time, right? When you're building a puzzle, you want to kind of just slowly put it together, because if you're in a hurry, it just seems like you can't find all the right pieces. So there's definitely collectively a process of traveling and wandering into the direction of this rebirth. And I feel like a lot of people are going to feel reborn because they have chosen to create a new journey for themselves, a new direction. And this transformation is falling into the same position as the third card in the 3-card summary to my left. This says you will be taking that sort of victory, stabbing it in that peach, and celebrating the fact not only that you have overcome old obstacles, but that you are now reaching, check that out, your destination. And we have a bubble with a business, an organization, a more financially abundant, secure, and stable situation. It's about putting the time in and trusting in the magic of cause and effect, right? As you free yourself from negative energy and take action to create new horizons for yourself, so too do you start to see abundance pouring into your life, especially in the second half of April of 2021. So I'm going to bring in, for further clarification, the Archangel Gabriel deck by Doreen Virtue. So, dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please continue to bless this Cancer with more messages regarding the second half of April of 2021. Any spiritual guidance, please. Happy news! Exclamation mark. So we have a Cancer here mid-April who is like, I'm looking at the map. I'm trying to figure out a new direction. Should I or shouldn't I sneak away from this storm? And the card says your prayer is answered in a creative way. So happy news comes in the form, I feel, of even financial abundance because you're checking out new directions, new ideas, goals, and intentions. So, yeah, during the second half of April, we have traveling lightly, simplifying your life, realizing that yes, your idea is divinely inspired. So take action to set it in motion. Keep going. I feel like somebody's traveling lightly from one place to another, maybe to the post office to mail out whatever they are marketing, or connecting with others to set up an art studio where everybody can sell their art, that type of stuff. This is the time, and there's a lot of inspiration here as you kind of travel back and forth, whichever Cancer this is, during the second half of April. So in the relationship sector, the circle spread, we have distant thunder, right? I'm clearing the air, I'm letting go of the storm, and what's Spirit offering? Greater energies of creative expression. So God's divine creativity is expressed through your actions. And not only are you feeling inspired because of happy news when it comes to your creative expression, you are able to now clear the air with some form of storm tied to the past. There's going to be greater strength in connection to others for you to cross this bridge and say goodbye because you are receiving happy news. And it was so funny because I did a personal reading today and there was a surprise here in the center representing the first week, maybe the next couple days, maybe the day. And I mailed the video reading to the client, and he wrote me right back and said, you know what? Before he even watched the reading, he got a call from a business offer. So amazing grace. You know, I pray and do Reiki prayer over these readings when I mail them out, and I have seen amazing things happen. And here's how I feel. You know, you're in this beautiful cleansed water because of your creative expression, because of what it inspires you, and putting time, effort, and action into sharing what you enjoy with others. Happy news collectively is coming to those who are focusing on what inspires them. So we have helping children. So maybe there's a Cancer out there that Spirit's wanting to talk to with this card, saying that part of your life purpose involves teaching, guiding, or helping young people. If you are enjoying some form of happy news and you're feeling very inspired and things are going better, remember that when this card shows up to me, it's very important to not fall into the ego because of some form of success, but to also give back, right? That's what grace and gratitude is all about. Take what you've learned and teach others as well. All right, so in the actions position, I think it's by the last week of April of 2021, where this Cancer, whichever Cancer I'm reading for during this general reading, gets ready for new horizons because they are hearing of prosperity. Wow, so we have happy news mid-April, and then by the end of April, we have the results of some actions here. And the card says, your actions have resulted in an incoming abundance. And day to day, we have abundance pouring into your life. So faraway places, maybe some are going far away to help children, and this is cleansing your soul. And Spirit's saying, get ready because of the abundance that comes. And it doesn't have to be in money. It could be great emotional inspiration, right? So emotionally, by the end of April, we have transformation. Someone going through a rebirth, stepping into a new path, recognizing a new form of living, and Spirit saying, listen to your vulnerable feelings as they will contain the wisdom and inspiration. See that word inspiration right there? I don't know if you can, but we have it right here in the thoughts position. I'm traveling lightly. I'm simplifying my life. I'm going into a path where a new form of me is more vulnerable. I am praying for the strength to focus on my priorities no matter what. Because of the fulfillment as I help children, maybe teach children something creative. And that's just helping this Cancer to cross a bridge from what didn't fulfill them into a path and through a path of healing so that they can connect and release at the same time. Yeah. Subconsciously, we do have sensitivity here. Your sensitive feelings are your muse for your creativity. So what will help this Cancer to cross the bridge is to focus on what was difficult for them, right? This distant thunder. And then to create a way to express your emotions and free yourself from those emotions. To enjoy the journey of sharing your difficulties so that you can cross a bridge and create something from that passion. Right? When we're upset, when we're frustrated, when we're feeling down, there's a great passion that we can use with that. And we can teach and help others, or we can create something that we can put all of that into that simultaneously purifies one's soul. And that's what's going on here in the second half of April for this Cancer. Now, in the day-to-day aspects position, we have infinite abundance and express your inner truth. So abundance pours into your life, and this card says, your creative work shines brightest when it reflects your genuine feelings. And collectively, that's been a big message as well. Do what is genuine to your soul, and you will receive happy news, inspiration, and prosperity. Some are going to have to travel to faraway places. Some are just discovering new ideas where you're going to have to open up your vulnerability and your sensitivity in order to cross a path and express yourself. Because maybe you tried to do this in the past and you ran into conflict. Well, Spirit is helping to wash away from what was, and here we have rebirth. So this Cancer has rebirth here twice. Transformation and rebirth. Once in the emotional aspects position as they step into a new way of being in a more vulnerable way, right? It takes vulnerability to share your creative expression with the world. But Spirit's saying cross that bridge of sensitivity. Express who you are, and abundant and infinite abundance will pour into your journey. New life, a new idea, happy news, or an exciting project is going to blossom around you. So we're giving you the strength to clear the past, to heal the present, and enjoy a new journey where there's going to be happy news and prosperity of all kinds. Don't try to be perfect. I saw this on the bottom of the deck. So this card says, polishing your creative project is fine, but don't allow perfectionistic fear to result in procrastination. So if you kind of feel edgy here and there, now would be a great time to journal this path as it unfolds before you. All right, Cancers, we're going to go ahead and bring in a tarot deck. And when I use a tarot deck, it helps for me to pinpoint specific people, places, circumstances, situations, and astrological signs or elements of those who by which this Cancer will be connecting with. Wow, I got cards jumping everywhere. So dear Lord, Spirit, Guides, and Angels, please clarify these messages for whichever Cancer I'm reading for regarding career, finance, and or money and creativity during the second half of April of 2021. Okay. So Spirit's saying by mid-April, Cancer, go with the flow. The Ace of Cups means a brand new path of overflowing peace, joy, and happiness. So, happy news is coming. Enjoy the journey, Spirit's saying. For we are blessing you with this gift as a new beginning or a renewed beginning. But I feel like a new beginning for this particular Cancer. Now, in the thoughts position, travel lightly. You may be thinking about traveling lightly into the direction where you can inspire others with this inspiration here. And I didn't even look at this card. We have the traveling card, which is the Eight of Wands. So yeah, traveling lightly during the second half of April, maybe the third going into the fourth week of April of 2021, in a very inspired way, traveling or moving. We've got traveling and traveling on two different cards. Check that out. Okay, in the thoughts position with the inspiration card. So I'm inspired to travel and go and do, right? Clear the air of the difficulties. Now, it could be that in the past, when it came to connecting with others, there was a storm that passed called COVID, right? And Spirit saying God's divine creativity is expressed through your actions. So now's the time to realize that the storm has passed, and whatever you are creating now, it's time to connect with others and to share this new path, this new direction, this traveling to connect with others about your ideas. In the relationship sector, we do have the page of Knight of Coins, pardon me. Yes. So things may slow down, right? It's like, I know this good news is coming and eventually I'm going to have to travel, but when it comes to where things are headed, it may take a moment of pause for things to kind of shift into place. Okay, that's what divine timing is about. Spirit wants to guide you to travel into a direction that is right, but everything's got to kind of fall into place, and then divine timing will line up for you. So in the creative aspects position, Spirit is saying, if you're doing good, donate to children, help children. Maybe that's what you're working towards. With the Eight of Pentacles energies, it's all about research in the creative aspects position. So I think Spirit's saying slow down and research this new path, this new idea, this new direction, this happy news, and prepare to travel, even though it may not happen right away. So this could be traveling into the direction of a new job, and that's what this happy news is all about. It's going to be different for every Cancer. Now, in the actions position, we've got the major arcana, the Empress. So I feel like this is you, Cancer. I have created new horizons for myself. I've given birth to a new beginning that overfloweth, where I can clear my way from the past and move into a path where I'm being reborn, where I am celebrating happy news. Okay, we've got happy news here, and we've got happy news diagonally. Okay, I've given birth to prosperity as well in the actions position. My actions have resulted in incoming abundance. So we have in the relationship sector, God's divine creativity is expressed through your actions. And then in the actions position, your actions have resulted in incoming abundance. And in the day-to-day aspects position, we have abundance pouring in. So I guess I would want to be this Cancer right about now. So in the emotional aspects position of the circle spread, we have the Three of Pentacles. Transforming as you give birth to a new path, as you travel slowly but surely into a new direction, you are being guided to research what it is you have put time and effort into, what you are giving birth to, and to be vulnerable when it comes to connecting with others with the Three of Pentacles, right? That's working together. So Spirit's saying, listen to your vulnerable feelings as they contain wisdom and inspiration. And then pray for the strength to focus on your priorities no matter what. Even if things are slowing down, know that Spirit's saying, keep going, right? You're crossing a bridge here. And your sensitive feelings are your muse. So you got to feel the feels to create your expression. Wow. Yeah. Now, some in the subconscious position have the Seven of Cups energies, which is about fantasy and illusion. It can also be about applying your creativity. So I'm going to take it like that is how I feel. Is Spirit saying, as you project your ideas, you will be crossing a bridge. So use the difficulties in life, the frustrations of life, and put it into your creative expression. And then, help others while you wait. And know that eventually here by the end of April, we have a Cancer here who is giving birth to new horizons and greater prosperity. So in the day-to-day aspects position, again, we have a major arcana. So we have 1, 2 major arcanas in the actions position, two major arcana, the Empress and the Hangman. So you're giving birth to something, but with the Hangman energies, it's about stopping and looking at things from every perspective, one step at a time. For your creative work will shine brightest as you reflect about your genuine feelings, right? So slowly but surely a path is opening, but it's opening up slowly so that you can enjoy this journey. So in a moment of pause, build on that positive karmic and karma and juju, right? Give, help, provide, care for someone, and know that eventually you're going to see that you have given birth, okay, to a new direction. A fulfilling path with the Ace of Cups, where you're going to be sharing happy news. So we do have the Courage card. This is justice. I pushed through those stones and came out in a place where nobody would have ever thought I would shine. Because Spirit gave me the strength of the courage to maintain my goals and intentions, to continue to remain balanced as I went through a rebirth and gave birth to something new. For on the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Cups. Because I know that as I apply my imagination, my creativity, as I dig deep through my vulnerability and sensitivity, that slowly but surely, as I create something expressive, I'm also expressing my inner truth, who I am. I'm not afraid, right? And because this Cancer's trusting in themselves, you're heading into the path of the 10 of Cups, a happily ever after. And look at, they're saying in the form of the Queen of Pentacles throne, where you recognize you have flowered, you have bloomed, you have beautiful surroundings, plenty of money in the bank, and now you can just care, give, provide, help, support others. Holy mackerel. So let's close by bringing in the daily guidance from your Angels deck by Doreen Virtue. Closing message for this Cancer energy, representing the energy surrounding this Cancer during the second half of April of 2021. Any spiritual advice? Okay, I was trying to avoid this because this is more of a financial reading. We do have relationship. Now, it could be that if you are creating something, with your skills and your talents, and it comes naturally to you, slowly but surely, you are going to cross a bridge by applying your imagination. But you got to connect with others, okay? And I feel like this Cancer is kind of holding back. They're afraid to give birth to something or to travel somewhere or do something. But that's why Spirit's saying we're going to move slowly. So you can kind of look at every different perspective as you go forward. Eventually, the time to travel will come. But this card says your primary relationship at this time is with yourself and God. And every other relationship then follows from there. Amen. So that's what they're talking about. You got to cross this bridge of fantasy, illusion of what didn't work. Instead, shift all that difficulty into creative expression. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, snuggle in more closely with your loving Creator. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall will your other relationships bloom and prosper. And look at that. Right behind that, we have Cupid and we have Listen. Okay? So I've been saying this for a lot of signs. I'm feeling it really for the water signs especially. That as we move into the direction of great fulfillment in our own creative way here, financially, creatively, starting a small business, whatever you are putting together here in the second half of April, you are creating your own happily ever after energy, which in turn is going to give you a beautiful bright aura, and of course in turn is going to draw others to you. So I have been predicting in the year of 2021 that people are going to find their direction, be it creatively, financially, or career-wise. And if they're single, are going to meet someone via that avenue. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm feeling here. But you got to find that path first by opening yourself and being sensitive, by using the difficulties in your life to create something where you can give birth to something that really transforms you, brings you into balance. Working with others eventually will lead you to travel into a new direction. But right now, it's like the seed is starting to sprout. I can't wait to hear the comment section. Thank you guys, to those of you who've let me know that these messages are resonating. Thank you for the personal emails where you also send confirmation that the messages are resonating. Thank you to those of you who have come to me for month-to-month readings and then followed up those readings with emails about how these translated messages help to guide you into a path of greater peace, joy, and happiness. Should these messages have resonated for you and you have further questions about your own personal journey, feel free to write me for a personal reading at my email, which is josiek42@gmail.com. I offer 4 1/2-hour video readings, and they are a 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, or yearly reading, and my price list will be in the box below this video. I am still offering the spring special, which is a 15-minute video reading for just $25 if you'd like to give it a try. So thank you so much for stopping by. To your likes, shares, and subscribes, thank you so very, very much to those of you whom have donated to keep the channel up and running. Take care, and God bless.